kallad and welcome to Pandora. In 2009, Avatar was released in cinemas. Several months later, the film was first released on DVD and Blu-ray, kicking off a series of releases that would span the next decade. These releases included updated versions of the film itself, adding unused and deleted scenes that were never in the theatrical release. Many versions included documentaries and behind-the-scenes features that were only available with specific releases. One even included a vital reference point for the universe of Avatar. Needless to say, there were many versions, and today I'm going to try and break down each of them to see what they offered. The first version of the film was released on DVD and Blu-ray in April 2010, and for all intensive purposes was the theatrical version of the film. It contained no special features and no extra scenes. Its release was very underwhelming and really isn't worth hunting down unless you really want to have every version of the film. Around this time, a limited edition version of the Blu-ray was released. Being the same version of the film as the first release, it also included a steelbook, several postcards, and more importantly, the activist survival guide. This book was bundled into this release for several countries, and for many was the only way to get hold of it. For me, this release really should have included more special features to go alongside the guide, which has since become a staple of lore guides for the universe. Check out my earlier video for more information on the book. Several months after this release, the film was put back into theatres as a special edition. This not only included new scenes, such as the visit to Grace's old school and the Strumbeast hunt, but it made already existing scenes longer and gave more context to certain motivations and decisions made throughout the film. This eventually had a rerun in theatres in 2011, but only in Latin America and Asia. This version would see a Blu-ray and DVD release, but it wouldn't be until it was bundled into the next version that came out in November 2010, known as the Extended Collector's Edition. The Extended Collector's Edition collected the past two versions of the film, including a new third version, which included even more new scenes. Scenes such as the opening on Earth, and a new scene in which Jake refuses to eat human food. It also added more dialogue and extra shots from the already existing scenes. However, one of the biggest draws of this version was the two other discs that the set came with. These were filled with a wide range of new documentaries, behind-the-scenes features, in-depth analysis, and unfinished scenes that I've talked about before. This was the first time that these scenes were viewed by anyone, and for a long time this was the only way to see these deleted scenes. Many of them have since gone on to be uploaded to YouTube, but for me this release is a must-have for any Avatar fan, as it's really the most complete version of the film we're ever going to get. I can't end this video without talking about the 3D release of the film, which came out in December 2010, and was unfortunately only the theatrical version of the film. However, for a long time it was bundled with 3D Panasonic TVs and Blu-ray players. A separate release finally came out in 2012, however. The film is also on Disney Plus at the moment, and includes some behind-the-scenes features, but it's not worth looking into when the extended collector's version is still readily available from different retailers. Overall, each version of the film added something new to the story, and really helped to show more of James Cameron's original idea for what he wanted the film to be. I hope that sometime in the future more unseen footage might be revealed, but for now I think we should be thankful for the astonishing amount of extra material we have around the film. I only hope that the same love and care is taken after the release of Avatar 2. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Which version is your favourite? I'd love to hear in the comments below. But until then, hej alvaj, give me.